Hello, my name is Shelly Harrison, and I am the CEO and founder of Luminary Leaders. And I am so excited because in 2 days, we have a workshop coming up with Raina Cook. She is a vocal professor, and she's also a former TEDx speaker. And the event that we're putting on Thursday, August 6th, is going to be at 10 a.m. Pacific time and 12 noon Eastern time. So I would like to welcome Raina Cook onto this video so that we can share more about the workshop that we're doing together on August 6th. So welcome, Raina.
Oh, thank you, Shelly. I'm so excited to be here to talk about our event.
Me too. And I know today we've got 2 days left. We have, several people registered, and I'm looking forward to what you're going to be sharing because I think it's going to help me too, especially during like videos like this and things that, that I do in my business. Yeah.
Well, I'm excited to present this work to fellow speakers. When you look around at what's available on the internet and in training, you get a lot of help for speakers in terms of how do you market? How do you find jobs? How do you, the business of speaking? There's not a lot of people who are addressing the nuts and bolts of how to create and how to present an award-winning speech. What are those little details that take you from fine to fabulous?
That's such a great point. And the nuts and bolts, speaking of the nuts and bolts, I know that you were working on your presentation over the last several weeks. Can you give us a little snippet of what people can expect?
Absolutely. We're going to open with tuning your instrument, how to make the voice and the body the most receptive, the most flexible and open and responsive to your intellectual impulses. And then we're going to look at how do you capture the audience's attention. What is it that you do in the way you use your voice and the way you use your body that makes an audience pay attention to you? And then we're going to look at how do you capture hearts? How do you get the audience to feel what you want them to feel? And for some people, that's kind of a mystery, right? And there are techniques that I learned through actor training. I trained actors my entire adult life, and how we train actors to make audiences feel what they feel. And I brought those techniques to speakers. So that's just kind of a quick overview of some of the things that we're going to take apart in a really deep way and learn about.
And I think it's going to be very comprehensive because especially now with, everything is pretty much virtual, or if people are going on podcast shows where the voice, obviously the one thing with virtual events on Zoom meetings and different platforms that people are using, it's hard to tell what people are, how they're, kind of positioning themselves or, just even if it's the speaker, it's hard for them to really command the stage, right? Because there's so many other people in the Zoom, I guess you could say all the boxes like the Brady Bunch, where it's hard to differentiate yourself sometimes from the, who the speaker is versus the audience, right? So I'm sure that you'll be giving us some tips on that too, right?
Absolutely. Since so many of us are online and doing virtual speaking and virtual training, how to bring the best of you to that camera and reach beyond the camera into the hearts and the minds of your listeners. It takes some thought, some technique, some intentionality in order to do that. And I'm going to share those points in 2 days.
Yes, and I'm looking forward to that. And I know, being on the TEDx stage, I know that was a few years back for you, and you have thousands of views on your TEDx talk. Tell us a little bit about what that experience was like. And I know the most important thing is that we want to kind of get into the event and how to sign up. But first, let's talk about that TEDx experience.
Well, of course, the TEDx is a thrilling experience, something that many speakers dream about and aspire to. And I'm going to talk about that experience on Thursday and how to prepare for that, how to make sure that you bring the best of who you are to that moment and not let the pressure and the fear push you into fight or flight, so that you are fully present and fully yourself and can easily bring your A game to that big event.
Okay, now that really got me, because when you talked about the fear, it's like, I can't wait to have solutions for that feeling that we get as, whether we're speakers or we're hosts of a show. Like I'm a host of a podcast show, so I'm excited to hear what you have to share too. And again, August 6th is the event. And what do you really want people to know, Raina, about this particular workshop that we're doing together, and what they should look forward to?
Well, I'm going to lay down some very deep level training in this 2 hours. And I am going to unveil at the end a new program that I'm launching called Speak Like a Pro Academy. I want to take 10 speakers all the way through a process from development of a speech through how to present it and really make it brilliant. And I'm going to offer about 16 hours of training in this academy for 10 lucky people. And I want to give them some really deep attention and work and coaching to help them be the best that they can be.
That sounds amazing. And I know that once they go through this workshop with us on the 6th, they're definitely going to want to take it further and do those 16 hours with you, especially being a vocal professor and all the experience that you have working with celebrities and, different people. So, Raina, I am so excited, and I hope you are too. In fact, I know you are.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Shelley.
Oh, well, thank you. And our company is so honored to just host this with you and to be a sponsor. And thank you for letting us work with you. We certainly appreciate it.
So my pleasure.
Yes. And we will see you on August 6th.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye now.